All right, welcome back. Welcome back. United Currency Coin and Crypto. So, we are going over the trinary notes that I actually have. There's some pretty cool notes that I kept. I see a lot of trinaries out there, but I decided to keep some of the ones that I definitely found interesting that have some pretty good numbers on it, some of them that I liked, and definitely some of the older series number notes, which are definitely pretty cool. So, I will show you how to identify them. Someone had a comment beforehand about serial numbers where they didn't understand how to locate some of the numbers on bills. So, for those people out there that have that question, I'll go ahead and show you right now. Okay, so this here is basically my collection. What I actually do is I go to the bank, I ask for about $5,000 up to $1,000 there in dollar bills. Sometimes you'll have to make a request for it and wait about a week, and they'll basically have it. Depending on what bank you go to, they may not have the numbers all the time. And when you get it, you do a bill search. You pick out the bills that you basically like. Some people basically say they have collections of bills that aren't even fancy serial numbers. They basically just like them because they're the old series number notes. So again, it's always up to you what you want to collect. And at the end of the day, it's your money, to be honest. I mean, it's your money. You can showcase it. There's a YouTube channel for someone that actually collects $2 bills out there. Again, at the end of the day, you guys can definitely have an added part to your collection. All right. So when it comes to trinary bills here that I basically have, you're looking at the 8-digit number that's going to be here and also here. And what we're looking for are 3 unique digits. Okay. Now, those digits may repeat. Sometimes you only find 2, and then the last one may be a different digit. So, for example, here we have 00414044. Okay. So we have 8 digits here. Now, there are many digits that repeat and one that doesn't. Okay. Now, our 3 unique digits here are going to be the 0, the 4, and the 1. Okay. This is going to be a trinary note. There's no 7, there's no 6, there's no 5, there's no 9. It's just 0, 4, and 1 that are basically here. Okay. I'll give you another example. You have this note here. Okay. It's an F note here, series 2013. Okay. 29229199. Our 3 unique digits are 2, 9, and 1. There's only one 1 here. Okay. There are multiple 2s and there are multiple 9s. Okay. So I will show you another one here. You have 77717161. 7, 1, and 6 are 3 digits here. Now, if you find a bill where the number here is different than the number here, you've got a pretty good note over there. So definitely, if you guys are watching this channel and you see it, hey, listen, post it up, tag me in the video. I would absolutely love to definitely see that right now. Okay. And let's go to some of the ones on the back. Now, some of the bills I actually have would have their trinary notes, but it'll have that one unique digit. All right. So for example, there's 2, 7, and 3, right? But there's only one 3 in this one. And just like this one here, it's 3, 1, and 2. There's only one 1 here. Okay. Now, in certain cases, you'll have something like this, where you have a 9444009. So there's more than one of each digit. So there's 2 9s, there's 3 4s, and 3 zeros. Okay. You get a nice little small bookend here with the 9 and the 9 here. Okay. But this is still a trinary note. This is still a trinary note because it's only 3 unique digits, 9, 4, and 0. Okay. Now, with some of the cooler ones you'll actually find will actually end up being something like this. We'll actually have a 0666706. Now, if you kind of look at this here, you're going to notice that the 0 here isn't exactly on the same line as this here. It's just slightly up. Now, you will see that sometimes on bills right now. All right, so perfect example, right? 27999 797. Now, you see how here we have a little bit more ink than the rest of this? That's pretty good. You're not going to see that on every note. I'll be honest. You will not see that on every note, okay? It's just heavy ink. That's all it basically is. Now, sometimes you'll see like a one, light, heavy, light, heavy, light. Like that's pretty good. Some people might pay 50 cents more for the bill. Again, when it comes to trinary notes, if somebody basically wants to pay it because they have a bill similar to that, or they might have a matching note, right? There are Facebook pages where people actually found matching notes that somebody else posted up, and they message them and says, hey, I'll pay you $15 for that because that serial number that you have matches the serial number that I have. So again, always double check it and always look at the bills themselves. Okay. Now, the reason why I pointed this bill out is that you see how all of this is basically 7 nines and that's just the 2. If this 2 was a 7 or a 9, you would have a binary note, which is basically going to be 2 unique digits. Okay. And I'll show you guys what that bill will basically be when I do post that up right now. But there are people out there who will buy binary bills. Those will be 2 digits. They have true trinary notes, as well, true binaries. So there's different types of notes that you'll basically end up seeing right now, okay? And I kept this one here because I thought this one was actually cool. 088111118. So I have 4 ones that are all touching. They're consecutive. They're touching. There's no other digits in there. So this is a nice little solid quad surrounded by 8s and a 0. If this 0 was an 8 or a 1, I would have a binary note, right? And it's very interesting. I started seeing a trend when it came to many notes like this. I actually have a few of them just like this here. Okay. And so you have another one here, 5051005511. Right. So I have a lot of doubles here. I have 3 5s here. I have 2 zeros here. And I have that's basically definitely touching, which is absolutely pretty cool. And I definitely like this right now. These are the pretty cool notes that I actually have. And again, when it comes to collecting notes, always make sure that you keep it in plastic. You definitely want to protect what you actually have. And to be honest, to do that, it's actually pretty cheap. You can get these pink slips here that I got to hold bills on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. You can get a little box of them. And actually, I have a box right here of some other cooler notes I have. It'll come in a case like this. It'll have about 100 to 200 of them in it, and I believe you might have a discount if you buy it in bulk, definitely right now. So I have like so many sheets of these, which are pretty cool. They're some of the ones that I actually wanted to keep. Now, I wanted to show you this one here. You see 433399944. We have a nice little solid consecutive triple here. So you have 2 4s, 2 9s, and 2 3s. There's no other digit in between them, and they're touching. All right. So you have a nice little solid consecutive triple here, which is actually pretty cool. Okay. Now that's not going to be the same for something like this. This bill here is a 297927997. Now, if you kind of look at it, you might have a repetitive one. So you got 79 here, another 79 here, and then a 97 here, a 97 there. Yeah. What basically separated that was the actual 2s, and then it flips. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one there. It's a nice little one. Yeah. So again, you'll always find cool bills out there if you're definitely looking for them. And like, here's the thing, like I kept these there because I was like, damn, these things are like practically so close right now. 55055656. I'm like, damn. And then I had this one here. I think I had gotten this in a bill search a couple months back right now, which is pretty good. The only difference was this 0 right here. If this 0 was a 5 or 6, I'd have a cool binary note, you know? In fact, if this 0 was a 5, I would actually have 5 in a row here. And with the other 5s here would actually be 7 of a kind. The only thing splitting it would be a 6, okay? So I have a few cool of those notes there. I will definitely show you guys that. So that's what we basically have, and that is identifying a trinary note right now. Now, again, it can be on a dollar bill. It can be on a $5 bill, $20 note. What you're looking for is going to be this serial number right here. Now, what are they worth? To be honest, they're only worth like $1 to $5. All right, they're not really worth that much right now at all. The market has changed for rarer bills. So if you have a binary or a true binary note or a true trinary note, like people might want to pay you for that, right? Like the prices have definitely went up since I was actually looking at them last year. But very few people are actually in fancy serial numbers right now. If you're into it and you like collecting it, go ahead, collect it. I'll never knock anyone's collection of what they actually have because, again, I collect it too. All right. Another thing is when you find that people write on a note, it will change the value. I'm telling you that right now. When you see people write on notes, that will definitely change the value. I don't like that. But again, you'll find a lot of people write on it. Why did they do that? They do that. People are stupid. Okay. That's how it basically is. All right. And that is trinary notes. You have any questions, comments, concerns? You can definitely put them below. Like and subscribe, as most of our fellow humans do. And that's basically it. You guys have a great night.